What's going on, gamers and gamettes and everybody in between? It's your boy Xavier Marks, and today you are watching X Marks the Spot. And with that said, we got to get this ball rolling, starting with the Xbox Scorpio, because a lot of you Xbox fanboys and fangirls have come out and told me that the Xbox One will be one of the greatest video game experiences of all time, because the Xbox Scorpio is going to be more powerful than anything you could possibly imagine in the current 2016 spectrum of the video game industry, because the Xbox Scorpio will just be so packed to the brim with absolute 100% raw, unadulterated gaming power that it will eviscerate the PS4 Neo, and it will eviscerate the mid-range PC, and we will rule it all. Don't know why I channeled my inner Sonic Adventure 1 Eggman there. I don't know what that was all about. However, pushing even that aside, we have to start thinking about things objectively here with using facts and actual data. When you use the word teraflops to talk about power and talk about how your graphical output will be much more substantial than anything else, let me direct you to the car and automotive industry with the word horsepower. It is a buzzword. It is something that gets people who kind of know what they're talking about to really think they know what they're talking about, because they can just throw the word around and it makes sense to people who have no idea what the word really means. By saying, oh, I have 500 horses, but someone else has 440 horses, that doesn't mean your car is faster. Hell, there are people out there who have cars that have 500 horsepower and people have 150 horsepower. But guess what? If their car utilizes that 150 horsepower better, bada boom, bada bing, honey, all of a sudden that 150 horsepower car is zooming while that 500 horsepower car is like, help, I need a walker. I'm coming, baby. It's not enough. There's not enough torque over here. And that's where the issue arises. See, there's a lot of misinformation going around. However, we do not have the time to go ins and outs of each technical aspect that a lot of gamers don't really fully understand and fully grasp at this current time. However, what we do have enough information to talk about is the simple fact that a lot of people are jumping to these conclusions that the Xbox One is going to be so great because it compares and is on par, and they're taking Microsoft at their quote-unquote word that it'll run in 4K, 1080p if you do not have a 4K monitor, but it will run at 60 frames per second. Whether you're in a 1080p situation or a 4K situation, bada boom, bada bing, it will output what it needs to output. And that's fine. As we all know, PC gamers have been enjoying that since, what, 2014, 2015, 2016? These are not new things within the past 3 calendar years for PC gamers. They've seen it. Hell, some have seen it in 2013, but I'm not here to argue with those guys because I wasn't enjoying it. I wasn't a connoisseur of that. So, as a non-beneficiary of it, I have to say this simply and first and foremost. To brag about something like that in the technological industry is nothing. And the reason why I say that is this. In the tech industry, do you realize how many technological jumps are made in a calendar year? When you guys are bragging about something that's going to come out until the end of 2017, and you're comparing it to stuff that people had in 2014, you're just now getting there, and all of a sudden you want to sit here and you want to say that it's more powerful than a PC. I don't understand it. Maybe a PC in 2011, maybe you guys are beating those. You may be beating those gaming laptops, because as we all know, gaming laptops have the same limitations as consoles in terms of their upgradability is no, doesn't happen unless you're going to buy a new model, but that is up to the company's discretion, not necessarily yours to go out and buy individual parts to put into the confines of your personal computer. Now, even if we push all of that aside and put all that on the back burner, a lot of Xbox people have been saying that the Xbox One Scorpio is going to be able to play all these games, as I said, at 4K, 60 frames per second. The problem with that is I also heard so many things about the Xbox One and what its capabilities were. And the Xbox One was supposed to be the next water cooler. You know, that thing that'll be around for the next 10 years? But the Scorpio's coming out. How are you going to be around for 10 years if you're already being replaced? How are you going to be around for 10 years if you're going to tell us right now, first and foremost, that it's going to be, oh, I don't know, a better version? You're already telling me that the Xbox One original is running on inferior tech. That's the bullshit hotline. And somebody's pinging it hard as fuck right now. Yeah, I'm here. Yeah. Yeah, water cool. Yeah, I remember the lies they told before. Yeah, the Kinect was mandatory. I remember that, yeah. I remember when the Xbox One was supposed to have all these games that were supposed to run at 1080p native, 60 frames per second. Although the PS4 somehow has more. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember that. They only have like 17 in since its release, and the PS4 is has 40. Like, what the hell? Like, I don't. It's not even comparable. But all of a sudden, the Scorpio is going to be pushing 4K because we're supposed to take it at face value. Yeah, I know. Never trust Microsoft. I'm well aware. Yeah, Really weird stuff. Anyway, I'm filming a video right now, so I'll get back to you. You see, A lot of people took Microsoft at their word before the Xbox One original came out. And if you're taking their word for it, again, you're really being thrown for a loop. Because remember, apparently Xbox always tells the truth. Even though we've seen that they do not always dabble in the quote-unquote layers of reality. And most often, they do dabble in the works of fiction when it comes to their product. That's what they do. They have PR people, and they'll try to spin things in certain ways that'll allow people who think they know the industry, who know nothing about the industry, and they'll have them think that oh man, they're in the know, and they'll come out and they'll make videos that are misinforming us all. Now, as I've said, there are going to be people out there who are going to say, but look, we have better stats than PCs of today. And yeah, that's right. But once again, this is middle of the year 2016 stuff you're talking about, as in comparison to the stuff that'll be out middle of the year 2017, which will be better than anything that you have in the Scorpio, and therefore, by proxy, you come up short before your console's even out, which is pretty depressing. Not to mention that you say that's going to run in 4K, but how many people out there who are going to buy an Xbox Scorpio have a 4K monitor? Don't worry, I'll wait, baby. How many of you got a 4K monitor? If you don't have a 4K monitor, nothing matters to you. You can't even utilize the 4K. I mean, yeah, you'll get your 1080p 60 frames per second, but that's nothing that the Xbox One original couldn't already do. That's nothing that the PS4 can't already do. And as far as the PC... Don't worry, boys. I got socks for you. I mean, one for your mouth upstairs and one for your mouth downstairs. These are my mom's old socks, so you can have these pink socks. We ain't using them no more. So you can just put one in your mouth right there, you in the back, and you over there, Don't worry, fam. We got more than enough socks to go around to put them in your mouth because you really got to put a sock in it. But regardless, Xbox One Scorpio, I'm sure, will bring more to the table than the Xbox One Vanilla. I'm not here to argue that. I'm not going to argue that at all, because I'm almost sure that's going to be 100% fact. My point is, why would you give more money to a company that has shown you that the Xbox One original brought nothing to the table? Besides, Forza. But, I mean, come on, it's Forza. You knew that was going to happen, guys. But besides that, what has the Xbox One Vanilla brought to the table? What? And don't say Gears. Don't even do that, sir. And or madam, don't even do that. What has it truly brought to the table?